Hi, I'm Sean from Better HR. So I'm joined with HR and employment law expert Weta Beckley. So we've got a few laws from 2023 I think are important, and we have some laws from 2024, some that have passed, some that are pending, but we'll sort of go through each one and sort of break it down.
Sure.
So from the 6th of December 2023, so employers are prohibited from entering into fixed-term contracts. So this is under certain conditions, is that correct?
Correct. So there are some limitations that have come into place going forward for fixed-term contracts. And what fixed-term contracts are agreements where a person works for a set period of time or to do a certain work. And so they have put parameters around how that operates. And there are three general limits that have been set. The first one is the time limit, where you cannot have a fixed-term contract that is over 2 years. So this includes any renewals or extensions of that contract. So you cannot offer, for example, a fixed-term contract that is for a period of 4 years. And then you have the renewal limitations. Fixed-term contracts can't have an option to renew or extend the fixed-term contract of employment for longer than 2 years, and you cannot extend or renew a contract more than once. What this essentially means is you can't offer, say, a 6-month contract and then offer to extend it twice for a period of 4 months.
Use it as a sneaky way to get around the 2-year law.
Even though it's under 2 years, for the fact that it has that second renewal there, it would be non-compliant.
Okay.
And then the third one would be the consecutive contracts limitation. You can't offer a new fixed-term contract after one expires. So, for example, if you have a contract that's for the year of an employee who had been on a fixed-term contract for the year 2022, and they had an option to renew that for 2023, and that's expired, you can't offer a new contract for 2024, for example, because and it has to be for that the previous contract was also a fixed contract, and that the new contract are mainly for the same work, and then the substantial continuity of the employment relationship between the previous and new contract, and either the previous contract contains an option to extend that was used already, which was the 2023 extension, and the total period of employment for both previous and new contract will be more than 2 years old, which in this case would be, and then the new fixed-term contracts contains either an option to renew or extend, or there was an initial contract in place, which in this case it would be. So either one of those, if that fits that definition, you wouldn't be able to offer a new contract. So those are the limitations that have been set there with fixed-term contracts. Obviously, there are always exceptions to the rules. And so if an employer feels that they want to explore more options with the fixed-term contracts, they need to contact us, and we'll be able to advise.
Yeah, it certainly sounds like there's some tricky sort of sections in there. So if you have existing fixed-term contracts, probably great to get some advice. If you're thinking of using fixed-term contracts in the future, even more so now, there's more checks and balances.
Correct.
Or hoops to jump through.
Yes.
So it's great to sort of reach out to our advisors and get some advice on that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that sounds like an interesting area. The other thing I noticed in that area is that seems to be a pattern for the Fair Work Ombudsman now, that there's a document you need to hand to people who are on fixed-term contracts.
Yes, you do need to handle the fixed-term contracts information statement. It is a requirement that all current and future employees on a fixed-term contract have provided one.
Yeah, and this seems to be a consistent path that the Fair Work Ombudsman is taking now. So what do we have now? We have the Fair Work Information Statement, that has to go to all employees. We have the casual employment information statement needs to go to casuals, and now we have the fixed term contract information statement needs to go to fixed term employees.
Correct.
So essentially, it's on the employer's responsibility to inform employees of their rights.
Correct.
And something I would highly recommend to people who are sort of using this is making sure they get a document confirming they've provided this to their employee
Correct.
or to their contractor in the case of contractors.
Absolutely.
Is, when the Ombudsman comes in to investigate these things, most people don't remember the big wad of documents they were given when they first started
That's
a
true.
job. So they'll go, oh, maybe I got it, maybe I didn't. But the onus of proof becomes the employer's. So if you just get a little form signed or a confirmation, it'll save you a lot of trouble and a lot of time spent looking for other records.
Absolutely. It's
Yeah.
all about compliance. So ensuring that you check that box that you have provided, that is very essential.
Yeah, and we have some forms on our system which are just very quick and easy to download. You can email them to employee, get them to initial, scan it, put it on the record. It just saves a lot of time and effort
Absolutely.
to ensure you've checked that balance. Because often we forget,
Yes.
and if it becomes he said, she said,
Correct.
much easier to pull that out. Yeah, just a timely reminder, I think. And there's civil penalties associated with those now too, isn't it?
Correct.
Given
There
that
are-
it's coming into the Fair Work Act, yeah.
Yes.